Hello everyone, what's up? Docker. If you have been into the tech industry for a while, I'm pretty sure you have must heard about the term Docker and you must be willing to learn what is exactly Docker. But before we dive into the commands, architecture and most importantly, how to containerize an application, I would like you to know the reason Docker was invented and rather the reason Docker is used so much in today's and will be used because microservices are the future. To make you understand the reason people have been using Docker, first of all, I will give an example where you used to download computer games and try to run them, and secondly, a simulation where you were willing to work in a big project, in a team or in open source program. So before we start, let's start with the game dev simulation. Now imagine it's summer and you have just come out from school and the vacation starts. You plan to download Far Cry 5 and install in your computer. You download a particular game into your local machine and then you start to run. But what happens next? You face an error that this particular dependency is required to make the game run successfully. And I'm pretty sure just like me, you must have faced the same thing after and after. And to fix this, you go to the web browser, you type the error and then you get a patch and you download that and then you take the file, put in the particular directory and you run it again. You face another error. This process continues for approximately 5 to 6 hours and at times, trust me, it can even take days and you are unable to play your game while your friends are able to rock the game and they are leading the leaderboard. Now what happens is, as a child you were not able to understand what is the reason. But now since you are watching this, I'm pretty sure you must be willing to know. If I simplify the entire issue in a single term, that will be versioning. Now versioning causes a particular error. More about this at the end of the video. Now second simulation is when, say, you plan to work in a corporate company or you plan to work with open source software. Now the particular software, keep in your mind, okay, the particular software is written in Java JDK 11 and it has Redis 4.1 and it also uses Mongo 7.2. Now the problem arises that in your local host you have Java SDK 17, Redis 1.1 and Mongo 0.3. Now the entire issue starts that when you download the particular module, you are unable to execute because you face a hell number of errors. The errors is basically because of mismatch of modules. Now why does this versioning thing matter so much? Because suppose if when a company releases a new package, they upgrade and depreciate a lot of existing function and modules. So when you try to run the particular program with existing software version, there might be a situation where you are unable to execute them because the particular function has already been depreciated. So what you do, you sit for a long period of time and you change all the depreciated functions and you install or rewrite all the new ones, or what you can do is you remove all your existing versions. Say you remove your Java SDK 17, you remove your corresponding Node, Redis and Mongo versions and then you restart the entire situation. But that causes a lot of time and error again. Now here comes the situation and here comes our master, Docker. So Docker basically containerizes. Now what do we mean by the term containerization and containerize it? Basically think of a box in which we put in all the corresponding software with the particular version. Because the entire problem started with versioning, you remember, right? So what we do, we take a box and we put in key value pairs, where the key is a software and the value is a corresponding version. And now we seal the box and we transfer over. Now suppose there has been a team who is working with all the existing versions and say when a new member joins, so when you join, you particularly get to join your dream company and you get to install that, they just hand over you the corresponding Docker container or any container in that case and you just spin up the container. Now to understand each and every term that I have used, suppose first of all, why is containerization the best solution? Because see, if I say containerization is not the only solution, we can have solved this thing with virtual machine. But in the next video, I will teach you why containerization is a more optimized solution with respect to virtual machine. And secondly, you will also get to learn how to spin a Docker container, and now suppose you are the manager and if you want to Dockerize your corresponding project, how you can do that. So I hope you learned a bit from the video and you also got the motivation on why Docker should be used in the company. And also when you were a child, if you have got Docker containers, you could have simply run that and the game would have started in just a matter of seconds. So to know how all these things happen and how you can be an architect and how you can construct your own Docker container, make sure to subscribe the channel, like the video and comment what you liked and what you disliked about the video. And I hope to see you again in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching and bye bye.